Thank you, Riv. Congratulations to CLG and Doublelift on the victory there. Although I have to say, I'd be pretty confident going into a matchup holding Nar, Jarvan, Lissandra, Janna, and Tristana in my team comp.
Yeah, that's just all power picks across the board there. And they were really handed over just for the cost of Rek'Sai, which wasn't very effective from Porpoise Pops.
Yeah, and so Doublelift said, he mentioned, that's the real CLG. What we saw in the mid game, kind of a little bit more dominant team fight. They really started to roll through them there. Do you think, how much of a product do you think that is that a teammate kind of, they seem to crumble a bit as opposed to CLG pulling it together?
Pretty sloppy game.
Yeah, teammate went
all
really
things
hard.
considered. Teammate definitely was not playing very well together. The one thing that was like very impressive was the turn in the blue side jungle when Lissandra went in with her E and Doublelift was on like 1 health and he healed to get a double kill. And that's really when they won the game. That individual play was really impressive. The rest of the game was actually somewhat sloppy.
Yeah, Link had a really good game for himself there. The ultimates on himself, the ultimates on other people were right on point. And the fact that he was being more aggressive and able to be that type of player on Lissandra. Something we've seen from Link is, he likes the Twisted Fate going in, but he's been a little reserved when we saw him. So he looks a little invigorated himself, too.
Well, those will be the plays that we look to see CLG make more of in the future. I want to kind of pull now the rest of the day. We'll recap a little bit. You guys, what stood out the most for you at our first day of the NA LCS?
Well, the first game, TSM vs Cloud9. I think TSM bouncing back from a really poor performance they had at IM San Jose, and I do think they did a fair bit of self-reflection after that. I know Loco said, he didn't understand the meta, that he didn't prepare TSM properly for that. They looked very well prepared for Cloud9. It seemed like they turned things around, even though the early game looked like the subdued Achilles heel of TSM. Well, we fall a little bit behind, and they don't know what to do. They just wait to win. And they actually took some initiative, which was something TSM wasn't able to do from behind last year, and they did it against Cloud9.
Man, I'm loving having coaches and champions. They just make really great compositions for themselves. But the thing that I'm really interested in is the new faces of the Rift. We're seeing all these champions just pop up, the 4 champions that we didn't have previously, Sion, Nar, Rek'Sai, and Azir, just really coming out to play since Worlds. And we're also having 26 unique champions played when there's only 50 selectable today. But I thought that was really great. And then on top of that, all of the players who just really came to play today that we hadn't seen before. The substitutes really stepping up, had really great games for themselves on Winter Fox. And I just thought all around people were having...
Protect Keith. He's a sub.
I know.
Do it.
That was so much faith in him.
It's good.
And I thought that was really just a bold move, and it paid off.
And he pulled out the Kog'Maw. That's one of those unique champion picks that we didn't see any of the other AD carries trend towards. So.
And you have to have really good positioning to play that, too.
Yeah, I have to say I'm definitely excited to see what other champion picks develop as we watch, the meta change and shift and people react to the new things that are coming out. Now, with 5 games under our belt, here's how things currently stand in the NA LCS. TSM coming out strong to get LCS first blood. Also, the subs showing up big today with Winter Fox and Team Liquid. Congrats to the 5 teams that won, and to the rest of the field, well, you're only 1 game out of first.
They're close.
So they're close.
Yeah.
The race is close.
Tomorrow.
It's going to, exactly. Well, tomorrow we will see how those standings continue to evolve after our 5 games. And of course, we'll be kicking that off with Dignitas versus Team Impulse, followed by Coast battling it out with Winter Fox, and conclude the week with Teammate versus TSM. That all gets underway Sunday at noon Pacific, and for our friends in Europe, that's 9 p.m. Central European time. That's going to do it for us today. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.